sometimes it's not about the knowledge that we have. It's actually about the application. Because you notice that if you do a check, a self-check, you would realize that there's so much that you actually know. Okay? But then, just a fraction that you're actually applying in your life. So that's where sometimes the challenge is, there was a time when it was quite cool, to be someone that speaks on motivation, motivate people and motivate others, okay? A motivational person that speaks motivational, quotes, as it were, And the challenge began to occur when people listen to the motivation, day in, day out, okay? After a while, they begin to get weary of it because they realize that so much they've heard, but little they're applying in their lives, okay? And not really that, actually. The fact that they are not applying it is actually lost on them. But what they just realize is that they've had so much of this motivation, but they are not seeing any difference in their life, okay? Because the perception had been that you just need to listen, okay, to this motivation, and then, have this conception that by listening to it, your life will change. But there's actually a gap, and that gap is in the application. So if you're not applying what you're listening to, you won't see the results. It's not just about hearing it. You have to apply it. So that is why many times when you listen, many times when you're listening to someone speak, your appreciation of what the person is saying is usually because there's something the person is saying that resonates with something inside of you that you already know. So that connection happens and you're like, yes, what this person is saying is making sense. So many times it's not because you're hearing something new, but because what the person is saying resonates with something that you already know inside of you. So you agree. So that is why sometimes you need to listen to, something you want changed in your life. You need to listen to it again and again and again and again. Then you need to apply it. Because there's a difference between knowing something, having knowledge in your head, okay, and having it in your heart. It's different, okay? The knowledge is head knowledge, okay? You know it, you've had it, you've read it, it's there in your head. So if someone asks you A, B, C, you can reply, okay? The question is A, B, C, you that reply, okay? It's in your head, you have the knowledge, all right? But it's not in your heart yet. You've not applied it, you've not personalized it. That's why for those of us who are familiar with, this explanation, when we are told, all right, that the word of God, all right, is logos, all right? Yes, you listen, you read it, is logos, all right? But when you personalize it, becomes rhema, okay? Yeah. So the rhema is actually the word that you've personalized, you've internalized, and you say it, you've taken ownership of it. That is the one that will change the situation of your life, okay? So that is it. So it's many times not about the knowledge, but it's the application that really counts.